प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो सबसे पहले जो है हमें पाइथन का एडिटर जहाँ पे हमें काम करना है सबसे बेसिक उसे डाउनलोड करना पड़ेगा। तो google.com पे आएंगे सबसे पहले, पहला स्टेप। फिर उसके बाद यहाँ पे thony.org लिखेंगे and there is a basic website of Thony. We will open that site and after opening the site you can see on the top there is a Windows option. I will click on the Windows. So you can see the downloading has been started and Thony idle is about 16.8 MB. So wait till the download completes, and after the completion of downloads we will run the setup. So we will discuss the complete project. So Thony idle 3.3.6 is automatically downloading. We will cover each and every step from the video and we will complete our project. So let us complete the setup. So I think the setup has been completed. Let us move towards the downloads folder and check the installation file. So I am moving towards my downloads folder and you can see on the top there is Thony 3.3.6 because the setup has been completed, as it is showing completion right now. We will run the setup now. Open this setup file, 16.8 MB. So we will move towards next button. Yes, I accept the agreement, and it is showing the path. We can change the path, but now we have to go with it. Create a desktop icon. Yes, we want to create a desktop icon. Next, and we are installing it right now. So in the meantime it is installing. We will go towards the website of MicroPython and will download the firmware for our board. So let me go to google.com and I am writing here micropython.org. So I will go towards the download option, and in the download option I will click on the tab known as download. Okay, now you can see there are a lot of boards available and there are different types of firmwares for different boards available. So what I have to do, I have to download the firmware for my board. So there are a lot of firmwares available. What we will do, we will download the latest from the top. So this is the latest and the stable release. So it has been downloaded. Now the Thorny has been downloaded and the firmware has been downloaded. Now the next step is to connect our board with our personal computer. So now move towards the connection part. So we have completed the first step. The first step was to install the Thorny idle and the firmware for this board known as ESP8266. Now the second step is to connect this USB cable with the laptop USB port, and then we will start working. So first we have to take this end of the cable and we will insert it. Now you can see the USB port is inserted here. The second end or the USB end of this cable will be inserted to our computer. So we will go towards the USB port of computer, connect it, and you can see it has started. You can see I have connected the USB port with this Node MCU board and it is now connected. Now let us move towards the next part. The second part or the second step of the project was to make a successful connection. After completing both the step 1, which was the installation of Thorny idle and ESP8266 firmware, so the second step was the connection of the Node MCU board with your personal computer. Now after completing the 2 steps, I am moving towards the third step. The third step was to start the Thorny idle, which you have installed earlier. So I am writing in the search bar THONNY, as we have installed the Thorny idle, so it should be available on my desktop as well. So let me see my desktop, and there will be a shortcut item available for starting it. So here it is. So let me start it. So it is opening. So after opening the Thorny idle, I will go towards the tools option. We have to move in the tools option, and in the tools option we will go towards manage plugins, and after clicking on manage plugins you have to you can see there is a window, and in this window I am writing ESP tools. So ESP tool is here. You can see here it is. I am clicking on ESP tool, and after clicking on ESP tool I will install it. So I will click search on PY and it is on the top. I am clicking on it. So the installation has been started for ESP tool. So after auto installation of ESP tool, we will navigate to select close this window, and we will navigate to run, and in this run button I will select interpreter, and select interpreter option. I have to select MicroPython. Here is my board name and MicroPython ESP8266. And in this port option I will also select the thing which is this one, and in the install or update firmware option I will select the port first. This is my port, and I will browse for the firmware. I will directly go towards my downloads. Here is the firmware. I will click on open. So after selecting the firmware and the port, I will click on this install button. So it has started installing. Now the Thorny has done installation. I will click on the close button and then click on OK. And yes, now I am ready to program Thorny. So before starting the program and before doing everything, I will check whether my Thorny idle is working. So I will write 2 lines at the bottom. Number 1 is, and the second line is for checking the esp.check and fw. I will press enter, and it has given me the signal of true. Now I am ready to write my code. Import pin. This is the library automatically available in MicroPython, and now importing the sleep from the time library. And after that, on my LED is present on second pin. There is a built-in LED available on this board known as Node MCU, and the second pin which we have written 2 is the built-in LED. So writing pin pin dot out, the second pin is the output pin. Now you have studied while true and for loop as well. I am in the for loop, and I am not using any variable in for loop. I am using then I am writing in, and after space bar range, and after the range I am giving 10 times. So the loop will run 10 times, and I am writing led dot value. I am giving the value of 0, means off, and after that I will give the sleep of 1 second, that it will keep the LED off for 1 second, and after that I will write led dot value 1 on for 1 second. Okay, and after giving it the on signal, I want it to remain on for 1 second. So this is the for loop, and the code has been completed. Let us save the code. So we will go towards file, save as, and it is asking 2 options. You want to save this code on MicroPython device or on this computer. So on MicroPython device I will write the first code. .py is the Python extension. Okay, the code is now saved, and we will run the code, and I will run the code by opening the video in front of you. So let us run it and see whether the LED is blinking on the board 10 times. The board is in front of you, and the board is also connected with my computer, and let us click on the run button right now, and you will see that for loop will go 10 times in a round loop, and it will bring the LED on and off. So the code is in front of you, and this is the board connected to our PC. So let us click on the run button and keep our eyes focused on the board. So I am moving my cursor here. Here is the run button. I am clicking on it and seeing on the board right now. Start. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 9 and 10. You can see it has perfectly followed the code as we have written in Python.